Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have quite a few different things to go and talk about, but they're all kind of nifty and kind of cool. And whenever it comes to like YouTube and YouTube channels and all this stuff, I've always been one of those people where I love seeing like how much money people make, what people kind of get, and I kind of figure, because I'm always, especially on my Twitch stream, I try to be very transparent in terms of like what I get paid for sponsors, what I get paid for basically ads, or whatever it might go and be in terms of like subscribers and everything else I have for my Twitch stream, which obviously if you just want to hang out on my Twitch stream, link down below, feel free to go and follow and hang out there, or the Twitter and stuff like that. But when it comes to YouTube, I'm always once again intrigued on how much money people make, what kind of happens with this little mid-roll ads and everything all in between. So I kind of figured, like, for me, because we're kind of winding down the PlayStation 5 grind and Restock grind and all of that, is that I might as well just go and literally go and show everyone. I love seeing this information, I love seeing these numbers, and especially because some people are kind of curious and just like what people can make, what people were making and all of that. So I'm gonna give you guys the rundown of like what I'm kind of currently making on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. So if you guys ever see ads on this channel, thank you guys all so much. I was trying to make it my goal to kind of give that money back. So I don't know who's ever watching my content, etc. And then as well, kind of give you guys the rundown of everything I've made total, pretty much all throughout this PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, well, grind. So we're going to talk about this, because I keep on saying this will kind of tone down a little bit more, and we're going to probably focus a little bit more on properly good, edited, like real good videos that are not like 5 videos a day, which is a little bit excessive at this point. So I hope you guys are ready for 2023. They'll take a little bit of time to segue into. We'll have some more videos on that soon, but I can't wait to get you guys actually good, proper content that I'm proud of. But without further ado, let's go talk about a few different things on my YouTube channel and explain on how much money you actually can make, how much money I have made, and everything all in between when it comes to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and a little bit of Switch OLED restocks. And of course, this also kind of ties into normal news. So in case you guys don't know, when you put to ads on an actual YouTube channel, so if there's maybe an ad on the pre-roll or the next few moments in this video itself, obviously that means that the YouTube content creator does go and, well, gets paid. So I'm going to give you guys first and foremost over here, this has been my last 30 days, or I guess more so 28 days. Now, I do want to say this number is a little bit on the higher end too, because typically in December or November, they have this fourth quarter where you have like holidays, you have Christmas, you have all these like, people trying to do all these sales, Cyber Monday, or whatever it might be. So typically your revenue does go up a little bit on the higher side. So as you guys can kind of go and see over here, I got a little bit lucky because I had this random GameStop video that's been popping off in the algorithm as of recently. And with this, you guys can see some of these days we're getting like 20,000, 19,000 views. Typically around maybe like a nice like 7,000 or so viewership range, give or take. Like these past few weeks, we're seeing like 6K to around 9K or so, depending on this. But I want to remind everyone, this is also 4 videos a day, which is a little bit obsessive, and I keep saying I want to tone that down a little bit more, but to kind of put this in perspective, it's not like just one YouTube video, it's 4 every single day for the past 2 years. That also is relevant towards the end over there. So you guys can kind of see, like, so basically all my YouTube stuff, for this around $1,600 or so. So this kind of just goes and ties into the views, etc., etc. So if you guys want to even look through some of the past few months as well, you guys can see like this GameStop employee video has 90,000 views, which if you guys actually want to go look through the actual specific analytics, which I think if I go through the revenue, will show that too as well. But you guys can number one see that I have around a $12.58 CPM, which is a little bit higher than the prior few months. And you guys can kind of go and see through all these things. So if you guys are ever kind of curious, it has been dipping down a little bit, but basically like on some of these days where they kind of hit like a higher viral amount, it's at $141 per day when it comes to just pure YouTube ads. Now, this isn't crazy amount of money. Like if any of you guys work a normal job, and if you guys don't know, I have done a lot of contract work. I also do stream on Twitch too as well. So if you guys are either subbed here, you guys know that, or if you guys follow my Twitch, you guys know that. But I mean, like when it comes to the $1,600 for 4 videos a day, in theory is not really that much of a good ratio. I mainly just really like doing videos. They're a little bit on the lower effort side with like not as much editing, just more of like kind of planning out the script and the topic and the thumbnail and all of that. I do all of this on my own, just so you guys all know. That's why I want to maybe get some help, make my videos a little bit better, and obviously get like more editing and just make it like a more fine-tuned, a little bit less spammy practice. But as you guys can kind of see, just depending on the day, it can go from like, $50. I don't really want to say passive because it's just, well, making the videos throughout the day, something like $40 or so. Now, if you guys want to look at our past like 6 months or so, last month, or for this month, we're at $16.34 for the month. November was $15.79, and then some of these other months were a little bit on the lower end. Like we had July at 1,000, August at 800, September at 800, or October at 1,100 too as well. And like I said, this kind of got a little bit carried on this month from this GameStop employees are now getting caught video, which actually ended up hitting me over $590. Now, once again, this is also on like proper December CP CPM. So this video has hit 90,000 views and has made around $600 or so. So in case you guys see some of these YouTube channels that will pull 100,000 views in a video, you can almost have the reference that if it's like a good CPM, like a good proper like good topic, basically, like you don't swear, you don't do anything weird, you'll probably end up making some like $600 for that video, which kind of makes a pretty decent amount of sense too as well, in case you guys are curious in this one. But it's always kind of cool because some of the reach for this one has had like 500,000 impressions and has also had over 79,000 unique views too as well, which is also very nifty to go and see. You guys can also see how the YouTube algorithm sometimes goes and picks up videos where it will like slowly start pushing on out, and then you have a bunch of passive views as time goes on. Like right now, this video's actually done 3,400 views in the last few hours, and like the past hour's already done like 31 views as I'm recording this video. So it's always kind of cool to go and see. Now to go give you guys the full-on lifetime number. So first of all, let me go and do 2022, which is, funny enough, not as big as most people maybe be expecting with how much time we put into on YouTube this year. But for this, we've had around $18,600 when it comes to YouTube ad revenue, a little bit more as of last year. As you guys can see some of these like peaks in January, well, I'm like a few $100s. And then there was quite a few different pieces of time where we had a bit of a slog, I would go and say, throughout the middle of the year. It was like making like 30 bucks or so. Like in my mind, doing like 4 YouTube videos a day for this much money, in terms of pure financial wise, not really that worthwhile, but I more so like it because I want people to get their consoles. I like talking about the news, and as well if I have a chance to get new subscribers and hang out with people, or people come up to my Twitch stream or whatever it might be. At the end of the day, for me, I just think it's a good experience. Like I have a chance to meet people and grow my, I guess, technically quote-unquote brand and all of that. Now, there is also other things such as the affiliates, such as the Amazon links or Target links, etc., that are also, or even sponsors. We did do a few different sponsors on our channel itself, but just in case you guys are curious, like your boy's not making boku bucks. Like here's even a day where I made $20 off of or $18 for making 4 YouTube videos. But obviously as the holidays got a little bit closer, the CPMs go a little higher, and obviously the demand, say for consoles, got a little bit more higher too as well. So like you kind of bump it up a little bit more. Now it's not crazy amounts, like $18,000. That's still like a car. Like that's not bad at all, at least in my opinion. But granted, like we're gonna probably want to find different niches, explore different videos, and kind of see what happens more in the future. Now, if you guys want to look at say 2021, because we have been doing these restocks for quite some time, this is where stuff got a little bit more intriguing. Now, I think I pretty much only did have CPM pretty much from 2021, whereas you guys can see this year was $76,000, which is quite a bit more. Now, it's kind of a similar workload, but obviously there was a lot more people, intrigued on, say, the restocks. We had a lot more botting issues. We had a lot more people trying to get their consoles on the day-to-day. But don't forget, this is not only restocks. I was also doing other videos. So a good example maybe for this one, as you guys can see, some of my biggest videos in terms of monetarily wise was just not proper restocking videos, but news, like general just console news or whatever. So these were kind of correlated a little bit with scalpers and botters and the restocking genre. But we have like Xbox Series X scalpers was my most profitable video at $800, pretty much $900. PS5 scalpers bought out all of Walmart stock, which was true, and then bragged about it, so it was $500. The most disgusting PS5 you've ever seen, TikTok destroying his console, $400. How one PS5 scalper ruined an entire PlayStation 5 restock, and also Mr. Beast bought out entire Best Buy stock. So as you guys can kind of go and tell from all this last year of 2021, they were kind of restock related, like botting wise or restock sort of ish, but on a side topic, there's a little bit more of a broader thing. And funny enough, I've always done like 3 to 4 other videos besides just a pure restock. Like even now, I'm more so focused on the news and like discussions and new games coming out and leaks and all of that, rather than just the pure restocks. I think most people have gotten their consoles at this point, so we're kind of segueing off into different genres. But as you guys can see, $76,000 throughout doing 4 to 5 videos a day. So this last year really wasn't as efficient money-wise, but I'm always one of those people where I wanted to make sure I did this until everyone got their consoles, because this really wasn't too much about money for me. Granted, because I did like normal jobs, normal investments, or I kept on streaming on Twitch. Obviously, in my mind, I was like, I just want to make sure everyone's getting their consoles. That's why I kept on doing that when I was making $18 off of 4 videos a day, which was definitely not worth it, especially for me who lives in Illinois, whose minimum wage is like $15 to $16 at this point. But once again, it's not really about the money. So in case you guys are curious overall, the ultimate amount of money that I've made so far from doing YouTube so far in general, mainly from the last year or so, because the numbers kind of started more around, it looks like the very, very tail end of 2022 over here, where I even made like one of my biggest days. Over here, you guys can go and see. I made, in one day, $600 on last year's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, $700. it's on these other days too, at the very tail end of December too as well. Like we kind of started doing the restocks, but for some reason my channel was not monetized then. So overall, we have made $79,300 from YouTube itself from doing all these types of videos. So anyone who ever does watch an ad, or ever does watch a sponsor, does watch an affiliate thing, or whatever it may be, just want to say a big thank you. Now my YouTube number is going to go down for sure in terms of, like, you know, maybe do a little bit less videos and more fine-tuning other stuff, but to go and do this for helping people and having something that I really enjoy doing and having a chance to meet more people on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, honest to God, was a kind of a dream come true. So it's not really about money for me, because I mean, I kept on doing this like throughout this even entire really low period, which really wasn't making me that much money, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But it's just an honor to have a chance to meet people, get subscribers, and have a lot of like-minded gaming folks who even want to take the time out of their day to watch my videos. So I want to give you guys a quick rundown on what people can make, what I have made, and I kind of want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Subscribe if you guys want to. If you guys like this type of stuff as well, let me know. And of course, make sure you guys check out the Twitter and Twitch down below, or check out the Amazon and Target links too. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.